Good morning, afternoon, evening, nighttime, middle of the night, crack of dawn. People, I wanted to take a few moments to talk about something extremely important: your safety. The last thing that I would ever want would be for even one person to be injured or in any way harmed by this program. With that in mind, it's crucial that we take precautions, and in particular, that you take precautions to make sure that you stay safe. When it comes to any cardiovascular or pulmonary rehabilitation program, especially one that's online, where I've never actually had the opportunity to meet you in person or evaluate you, it's so important that we err on the side of caution. I said caution. My Brooklyn grandma came out and I said caution. But that's enough jokes for now. We're talking about something serious. All right, back to the serious. So the idea is that the last thing we want is for you to do anything that's going to in any way cause you any harm, injury, illness, etc., etc., etc. So with that in mind, there's a few things that I rely on from you. Or if I were going to say this like Brian Traskos, I would say there are a few things that I would rely on from you. So here's the thing. There is a waiver here, okay? And one of the funny things, or one of the funny jokes that people think they're telling when we start to talk about a waiver, is they like to say funny little things like CYA, CYA, like cover your. But I just want to be clear about something. I am not trying to CMA. CMA. I am really trying to CYA. Okay? I've never been sued. And the times that I have been sued, I've never lost. I've never been sued before. And in all the times I have been sued, I've never lost a case. Joke. All right, so anyway, here's the thing. When I'm making clinical decisions, and this is going to sound funny, and if you want to take it cynically, okay, if you want to take a cynical slant on it, you can do that, okay? But when I'm thinking about clinical decision making, one of the things I ask myself over and over again is this: if I had to defend this decision in court, could I make a case? If I were on the other side, could I pick apart this case? Okay, and very often, and again, this is crazy, but very often the answer to both questions is yes. Yes, I can defend myself on this decision, and yes, I can also pick apart my own decision. Why is that? Because medicine and healthcare and human beings and the human body are not always exactly sense making, okay? Neither is that statement. But sometimes everything should go a certain way and something goes the opposite way. My point in telling you this is that there are certain risks associated with this program, okay? But if you have risk associated with participating in this program, then I can assure you that those risks are with you whether you participate in this program or not. So again, my goal is not to CMA, my goal is to CYA. And the way that I am going to CYA, or hopefully CYA, is by teaching you the things that you need to know when is it okay to push, when is it necessary to hold back a little bit, when is it necessary to hold off completely, when shouldn't you even try something, and when is it time to contact your doctor, or worse, call 911. Now, don't get scared by that, okay? Don't be like, oh my God, he told us, we're going to need to call 911. No more so than if you didn't take this program, okay? And what I say to my patients all the time is, if you're going to have an emergency, I would much rather that emergency occur right here in front of me, where I can at least help you, as opposed to across the street in Lord and Taylor, or while you're home alone, okay? So it's really important that you speak to your doctor and get his or her clearance for participating in this program. And you can also ask them, well, what are some of the things that I need to know? As an example, is there a certain heart rate above which you don't want me going? Is there a certain blood pressure above which or below which you don't want me going? Is there a certain oxygen saturation below which your doctor does not want you to go? And if so, what should you do with respect to oxygen use? Okay, there's that. I recommend that every person get a blood pressure cuff and a pulse oximeter that they can use to take their vital signs when they get up in the morning, as well as pre-exercise, as well as during the exercise, as well as post-exercise. Okay? Again, the goal in this situation is for you to breathe better in 6 weeks, but even more important than that, the goal is for you to be safe at all times. If at any time during any of the activities that you participate in as part of this program, and again, notice what I'm about to say, if at any time during any of the activities that you participate in, even not part of this program, okay, cause you any discomfort, and by that I mean chest pain or pressure, squeezing feelings in your chest, palpitations, lightheaded or dizziness, etc., etc., etc. Stop what you're doing. Err on the side of caution. If it doesn't go away, contact your physician. If it's something serious like chest pain or pressure or shortness of breath, and you cannot recover from it no matter what you do, by all means, summon emergency services, okay? And again, your risk for any of those things are no greater than they would be if you went to the local Piggly Wiggly on a Sunday morning after church. Mall. Okay, but again, I'm trying to keep you safe. So what I say to my patients is, if at any time during any of these activities you feel tired, dizzy, short of breath, chest pain or pressure, squeezing in your chest, palpitations, anything like that, anything that doesn't feel quite right, stop what you're doing, okay? We can always refocus. We can always reevaluate. We can always start again. We can always circle back, okay? But again, your safety is my first and foremost top priority. So again, just to refresh, I hope that you've spoken to your physician. I hope that they've cleared you for this exercise. I hope that they've cleared you for this I almost said on-run program, like Scooby-Doo, Scooby-Doo, woo. Scooby Snap, they're good. Anyway, what I meant to say was, if your doctor should know about this. Your doctor should know that you're about to participate in a program that you could potentially be doing at home alone, and it's led by another. It's really important that your doctor knows that you're participating in a program like this, and you should ask your doctor, is there anything I need to know ahead of time? Are there any tests I should have before participating in this program? Again, if you were with me, we'd be doing evaluation with you all day, every day, day in, day out. If something were there, we'd find it, okay? But I'm counting on your doctor's intelligence, I'm counting on your doctor's clearance, and I'm counting on your good judgment, okay, to help keep you safe. And I'm gonna give you some information that is probably against my better judgment, but I'm going to do it anyway. If you get into a jam and you really don't know what you should do, call the Pulmonary Wellness and Rehabilitation Center. Okay? So I'm not going to give you that number. I'm going to make you do a little work for it. Okay? But I stand behind this program 100%. And if you have a jam, or you have what you think might be an emergency, and you can't get in touch with your own people, you can give me a call. I'll help you. All right? But this is really important, okay? I want you to be safe. The last thing I want is to start an online wellness program and to have somebody do something that they shouldn't be doing, or that nobody knows about, or it seemed like a good idea to go out on the lake. Know what I mean?